Now it's time for our very, very special keynote. He's a humanitarian leader, a spiritual teacher, and the ambassador of peace. His vision for a stress-free, violence-free society has united millions of people from all over the world through his service projects and his courses. Sri Ravishankar, the founder of The Art of Living. Let's take a look at a quick video in his honor.
Sri Ravishankar, spiritual leader, humanitarian, and visionary. Sri also founded the World Forum for Ethics in Business. He has been traveling across the length and breadth of India to create awareness against corruption. Sri has also issued a call to volunteer for a better India.
Let's work together. Give 1 hour every day for the nation.
Driven by an unwavering commitment to spread peace and joy to every part of the world, Sri travels to about 30 countries every year. At Bangalore, there were presidents, heads of state, ministers, and religious leaders from across the globe in an ocean of faces.
This gathering of nearly 1 million people, if you can have a mind of a scientist and a spiritual force of His Holiness Sri Ravishankar ji gives, then we have a beautiful world and happy world and prosperous world.
Inspires us to grow beyond limited identities of caste, color, religion, or nationality, reminding us that love moves the world.
You would have seen me getting out of my chair a couple of times to get onto the stage, listening to such an inspiring talk by all those who spoke before me. I just wanted to tell you, it's already quite late, I'm sure, but I just want to start with one anecdote I want to tell you. You know, when I was in my primary school, there was a servant maid in my home, and she used to come and wash the vessel and wash the clothes. Those days we never had washing machine and nor the dishwasher, so it all had to be washed by hand. And we had a servant maid, and a girl used to come with her. She has the same age as my sister, and she would sit next to her mother and watch her washing the clothes, washing the vessels, where my sister would happily dress very well and go to school. So I used to fight with my parents, why that girl is not going to school? Why should she not have the same dress as my sister? And I would insist, fight with my parents to give the same dress to her for Diwali also. Why they are bringing cotton for her and silk for my sister? And my parent had to go and get another either artificial silk or some sort of silk clothes. May not be that expensive, but silk langa and jacket for that girl also. Till then I would not leave. You know, I would not leave them. Have peace at home. So, that was my passion from beginning, that the poor people of India, they deserve education. They deserve help. And as soon as I graduated from college, the first thing we started was a school for the poor children. Of course, my father was also very passionate about it, and he started helping thousands of poor women and educating them, employing them. In my interaction with the rural population of India, you know what I found? They have a big heart. You just saw the Silver Jubilee function. When this program and 2.5 million people had come, after the function was over, I was coming down the steps to greet the volunteers who had put a lot of effort to make the program happen. When I was coming, a man came and he just fell at my feet and was crying, and he handed over me an envelope. Usually people give me their worries, problems, they write all that for blessings. And letters, usually an envelope has letters. So I took it, but it sounded a little thicker than usual. Maybe he has written his whole life history in it. So I took the envelope, and he was crying, and he stood up and was so grateful. I opened the envelope, there were 5,000 rupees in it. I asked him, what do you do? He was still sobbing and said, he is doing coolie. He is a coolie in Kerala, labor. And how much you get per month? He said, 2,000. I make nearly 2,000 rupees a month. He said, you are giving me almost 2.5 months' salary to me. He said, Guruji, you don't know what you have done to me, how my life has changed, how miserable I was, what a drunkard I was, how abusive I was. And now I am happy, my family is happy. This is nothing, you please accept this. You know, I took 50 rupees from that. I told him, I'm going to accept this 50 rupees. This is big for me. This is bigger than 5 lakhs for me. And I handed back to him the 4,950 rupees back to him. I took that 50 rupees. I said, this 50 rupees has much more value than a big industrialist giving me 5 lakhs. The poor people in the country, I have many such anecdotes. There's one person who had 2 pieces of land, 40 by 60 in Mandya. He has a pan bida shop owner. His wife, his mother lives. He has a small, pan bida shop, a little, what do you call it in English? Shack, a little shack, and sells things there. And he comes to me with a paper, with a deed of one of his plot, and says, I want to give this, please use this for some good purpose. You make a center, do something. And my whole family is there, we are all going to sign and give this to you. I said, no, let it be in your name, it will be mine, but you do something there and you continue. Maybe you build a home there and give it for rent and use that money for helping people around you. What I'm saying is the poor people have big heart to give. And the rich people have a lot of money but no heart to give.
Yeah.
This is a problem in India. The poor people lack confidence. And the rich people lack a heart to give, contribute. This is what we need to do. The turnaround in India will come when people feel happy about their heritage, about themselves, feel good about themselves. Constantly, there has been a bashing about the rural India. Oh, if you are wearing a dhoti, or if you are dressing different, if you are wearing, or if you speak the language, local language, you are downgraded a little bit. And you need to be little bit westernized, or even change your names, or eat pizzas and like only pizzas, not parathas. Then your self-esteem is better. This sort of wrong ideals have been infested into the country. I want to tell you another incident. when we started our Bangalore ashram, it's in the rural setting. About only 2 buses used to fly in that road per day, one in the morning, one in the evening. If you miss it, then 21 kilometers you have to walk to find any other civilization. All little villages around, all thatched roof, thatched huts. Then I thought, there are so many youths who have nothing to do. They don't do agriculture. They don't do anything. They are all just wasting their time and drinking alcohol. So I invited them, about 500 youths. I invited them all and say, how can we turn around? What do we do about them? So I also invited, there are a number of schemes the government has, small-scale industries. So I invited the director of industries, small-scale industry, asked him to present all the projects that they have and help the youths to start and be innovators, be entrepreneurs.
No, let's do it.
So this gentleman mentioned almost all this with patience, one after another. And the youths had their own logic how none of them will work.
It should be off.
They kept cancelling all that. They said, this cannot work, this project cannot work, this we will not be able to do. Finally, I asked the youth, what is that you would like to do? Say, please get us a job as policeman or as a bus conductor. How can government give jobs for everybody if they are not entrepreneurs? I thought something seriously wrong. They don't have self-confidence. They don't honor their own heritage. We need to bring that confidence. We need to bring that self-esteem in them up. So we started this YLTP program, Youth Leadership Training Program, 8 days of, those days it was 15 days to 1 month. So 15 days program, and today I would like to mention to you that each one of them are an entrepreneur by themselves. They are. Since then, we have trained more than 150,000 youths, bringing the self-esteem back into them. As Rajiv very clearly said, you need to get that inner confidence, inner strength. There is no dearth of resources, but there need to be a will to do it, will to take charge of your life. This is what India needs. So, on 2 points I would like to again emphasize. Every wealthy Indian from India, they come here. And you all as a group or as an individual, go and meet them, make them commit to give back to the society. This is something you can do. Every big industrialist there, they at least sometime they come here, they spend time, spend a lot of money also, and they go back. But you insist that they give back in whatever way they can. Or you can tell them what way they should give back. Second thing is to make people have pride in their heritage, in themselves, in their language. It's okay the way they dress, the way they speak. It's okay. And in fact, the culture is so rich. The tradition is so rich. Knowledge is so rich. We need to honor them. In our own country, people don't know. Do you know that? They do not know that there are 10 Sikh gurus who sacrificed their life for the sake of India. And there are 64 Nayanmars or devotees in Tamil Nadu who sang, and there are Bharatiyar who sang for the state, for the country. Nobody knows about the name of Bharatiyar. With his songs, he united people of Tamil Nadu and really brought forth that sense of patriotism. We live in small fragments. And we do not know ourselves, our culture. We do not value our culture. They may sing all the songs from anywhere in the world, but they may not know the patriotic songs that are right there in their own, history. So instilling self-esteem is another thing. The Uttar Pradesh is one such example, that Kiran just said. So much corruption and so much politics on caste religion. We should rise above this. India need to become spiritual, not fight over caste politics. Nobody asks the caste of other person when they want a good lawyer. Nobody asks what caste you are. They want good lawyer in a city or in a village. They go to a good doctor. They don't ask what religion or what caste you are when they want a doctor. When they go to a teacher, they want the best teacher to teach their kids. But the caste politics comes only with politics. Only when election comes, the caste things rise up. This is unfortunate. The country will be broken into fragment on regional and caste basis politics. What's happening in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh is so sad. It was created, artificially created. In the past 7-8 months, the state has gone back maybe 20 years. Its GDP has gone back. Productivity has gone back. These are all creation of politicians for their selfish goals and motives. So we need people with a spiritual outlook or dharmic outlook. Unite everybody and move forward. I'm very happy with the team, the Volunteer for Better India, and Rajneesh has put it, and all of your whole team have done such a good job. Anil and Satej, and they all work day and night to, create this awareness. And it's timely. 2014 should see a better, prosperous, glorious India. I would like to also mention, you might have heard about 93% polling in a district called Sagar in Madhya Pradesh. The success story of this goes to the Volunteer for Better India. Some of the volunteers, they went door to door in Sagar, talked to every household and compelled them to come and vote. It has never happened in the history that 93% of polling has happened in one district. Same with Delhi, number of Nukkad Nataks were carried out by the Volunteers of Better India. On the same year, I think it was 3rd February or 2nd and 3rd February, I inaugurated this 1 hour for nation in Ramlila Maidan with 100,000 people. They're taking pledge to make India a better place, to become volunteer for Better India. I tell you, in 2 months, these volunteers on their own took 1,000 projects. Nobody told them, you should take this project, do this job. It's inspiration that the call, the soul calling that made them take these projects. 1,000 projects were taken and completed in a month's time. In the beginning, you saw Arkavati. Right now, as we were sitting, I got a message. They have taken 2 other rivers like that. Vedavati River, Palar, there is another river which gives water to Tamil Nadu. Actually, there is no river for the past 40 years. It's all just dry sand bed. Even sand is not available. Sand is being smuggled now, that also gone. But when youth of this country, of India, take charge, they can make miracles. They can create miracles. Same in Punjab. I was in Punjab just last month, Punjab is plagued with the drug problem, alcohol problem. You know, today the alcohol sale in India has gone 3 times more. Young people are drinking, school children drink, and then that's it, you know. They can't focus on their studies. What would really help is people here from America, if you take 1 month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you come back to India and do some padayatras. Padayatra means door-to-door campaign, or meet and talk to people. If, especially coming from US, you will have better hearing with college youngsters who have their dreams to, their ultimate dream is to reach to New York maybe. Moon is so far away. They want to come to US. So when you come there and talk to people, hey, come on, wake up, I think it would really help. Recently, a group of volunteers from Russia had come to Bangalore, and they asked me what they can do. They want to do some service. I told them, why don't you tour some villages in Kerala? Coming from a communist country, and you former communist country, you go and travel in Kerala and sing a few bhajans, and that's it. The job is done. You know, Kerala, that's the problem. On one side, there is communalism, communal and corrupt politics. On the other side, they have only 2 choices. Either you go to communal and corrupt politics, or you go to communist and hypocritical politics. Hypocrisy or communalism. You have choice. This is so sad. A state which is 100% literacy, which has 100% literacy, is in such a miserable state. Suicides are so high there. So we need that integrated development. We don't want a development where gun culture becomes prevalent in India. We want a society where human values are honored, where there is joy, where there is happiness. Even today, you go to slums of India and look in the face of people, there is joy, they are happy. They are not frustrated. Frustrated people you can only find in Mumbai and Delhi and Mumbai and maybe in some bigger cities. These days, Bangalore also. Human values are intrinsic to Indian culture. That is waning away. We need to restore that. We need to restore that human values. Without that, India is only an idea. It is not a reality. So progress, peace, prosperity, and happiness all have to be together. And that's what I would call as progress. Peace, prosperity, happiness. All 3 things. And as American Indians, you can all contribute to a great deal. Inspire people here to vote. All that has already been said by my previous speakers. In fact, you know, it's one advantage of speaking in the end is all that you wanted to say has already been said. There's nothing much left. But let's go with this determination to call for action. Go to your areas, enroll more and more people in the noble cause. Call your family back home, ask them to go and vote, and volunteer to take others to go and vote. Let's see that in this coming 2014, there is, if not 100%, at least 95% voting. Yeah? All the best to you all. May God bless you.